Hi guys, welcome to day 7 of 10 days of Azure Cloud Security Technology with Francis. Today I'm going to be talking about encrypting data at rest in your Azure storage account using Azure Keys. What is data at rest? This is data that you have in your Azure account. You have a storage account in Azure. You have your data in there and you want to encrypt this data. You want to increase the security in the data by encrypting it or locking it down. You can achieve this using what we call Azure Keys, which is basically a set of secret keys that only whoever is authorized to have access to those keys can have access to the data in your storage account. Um, Now, the beauty of Azure Keys is that even if an attacker is able to gain access to your storage account, they still won't have access to your data because it is locked down, it is encrypted with Azure Keys. Azure provides two ways that you can configure and use your keys. Number one is the cloud service provider managed keys, which is basically the key that is provided by Azure and managed by Azure for you. The second one is user managed keys. This is a key that you create a key for yourself and store it in what we call the key vault. We get to that later. And you have access to the key whenever you want. So you can either use the service provider keys or you can create your own set of keys, right? Now, to use these keys, you need to create what you call a key vault. Basically, what is a vault? A secure place you can store, your information, data, or valuables. So you create a key vault where you store these Azure keys. Now, you can create the key vaults either from the Azure portal, the CLI, or through PowerShell. When you create your key vault, now you need to add a key to the key vault, right? So after you add a key to key vault, you need to select a managed identity. Now, this is a tricky part. The kind of managed identity that you're going to use is going to be dependent on what kind of key you're using. If you're using an Azure provided a managed key, you're going to use what we call a managed identity to provide access to that key, right? Now, if you're using a user assigned or user created key, you need to create a user assigned identity and use it to assign access to the keys. So pay attention here. You create your key vault, first thing, you add the key, and then you specify what kind of identity you're using to access the key, whether it's a managed, a cloud provider managed identity or a user assigned managed identity. After you've gone through these steps of creating the key vault, adding the key and giving access to the key, then you can go to the step of using this key to actually encrypt the data in your storage account. Like I said, the beauty of the keys is that it provides an extra layer of security for data that is in your storage account. So even if an attacker is able to gain access to your storage account, they still need to bypass that extra level of security provided by your encryption keys, right? And that gives you that might just be what saves your data or what gets your data, saves your data from being used or being stolen. Just that extra level of security that is provided by encrypting it with keys on Azure, right? So there's going to be links attached to this video that you can click on to learn more about encryption at rest, Azure Keys management and key vaults, and also how to encrypt your data on Azure storage accounts using the key vaults. Thank you for watching and see you on day 8 of 10 days of Azure Cloud Security Technology with Francis.